Hi, Dr. Garlic. I hope you're doing well. This is Rashad Al-Shiri, and this is my review for the book and DVD. First, I'll I'll talk about the review for the book Appetite for America by Stephen Fried. Reading the book Appetite for America is like reading a functional story of a man who went from rugs and to riches, except that it's not a made-up story. It's the real-life story of Fred Harvey. The author Stephen Fried has done a marvelous job in narrating facts about this legend who revolutionized America in more ways than one. The book excites and intrigues the reader, makes the reader feel and laugh with the story and ultimately in the American culture that brand Fred Harvey represents. Stephen has narrated facts in the book in a story like a manner, so much so that at times they sound like he was actually present in an era that is alien to most of us. This is one thing that makes the book highly interesting and fascinating to read. Reading about Fred Harvey and his journey to the class of rich and famous makes us develop into the world of consumerism, quality, and exceptional far-sighted marketing that was virtual non-existent in America at that time. Fred Harvey opened up a food place at the Santa Fe station where food for travel was extremely low quality. Stephen tells in his book how the tablecloth used to be yanked if Harvey workers did not perform well or serve food the right way. This concept of quality was unknown before in the West, a region that was considered tough and raw. From a marketing point of view, Harvey managed to create a brand, something that was also a line at that time, according to Frank Waters. Harvey introduced America to Americans, and prior to Coca-Cola, Fred Harvey was our biggest name. This says a lot about Fred Harvey, who was far-sighted enough to use American culture and use it to promote tourism, glamorous train travel by opening up hotels and restaurants at stations that served high-quality food and hired single girls to work at his restaurants. This created the trend of branding products in America and associating a special quality and name to products. Fred Harvey revolutionized America in more ways than one, and I completely agree with the author on this point. Brands are created by creating a perception in the reader's mind, and this is exactly what Fred Harvey did. Second, I'm going to talk about The Harvey Girls Outbound Opportunity by Catherine Parks, the DVD. The Harvey Girls is a very well made documentary about the girls who were employed by Fred Harvey in his restaurant. This historical documentary takes us back into a time when the West was uncultured and uncivilized. Moreover, the females were typecasted and the opportunity to work were less. Watching the documentary, I could relate to the women in the 18th and 19th century America, much like the woman in today's Asian society, where were stereotyped and had no voice. The jobs available for females in comparison to men were much less. Talking about post-worldwide World War II American society, the females were supposed to stay at home and bring up the kids. They were supposed to be a homemakers only. For anyone interested in viewing how the solid for modern America was laid down, this documentary is a must, as it gives a fresh insight into past legends who taught way ahead of their time, and their silent bravery of those women who defied norms and craved out of different paths for themselves. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Garlic, for watching and listening. Thanks. Appreciate it.